If you're tired of reaching for food when emotions run high, then you're in exactly the right place. Today's 10-minute somatic practice to stop emotional eating is a great fit. I'm Jill, if we haven't met, and I help midlife women feel better in their bodies and improve their relationship with food. And for today's practice, you don't need anything special, so take a moment to get yourself organized and we'll begin. Join me on the floor and we'll take a moment to settle in. Today we'll be orienting to the level of tension that we have in our guts. Our guts are such a place that we store emotion. It can be, of course, stored anywhere in our body, but sometimes we don't notice the actual level of tension in our guts. And that, of course, can impact our eating signals in general. So, our emotional state can impact the level of tension in the gut, and then the actual kind of brain-body connection can get so bogged down because we're essentially in a type of freeze response. So we are going to bring some subtle awareness to our gut. So close off your eyes with me and take a moment to just notice the entire container of your torso that houses all of your organs. All of your vital organs are here. And then if you just will envision with me from maybe the diaphragm down to the pelvic floor. And we'll have that be our container for the duration of our time together today. So as you start coming into your body a little bit more, imagine that container from your diaphragm to your pelvic floor houses your guts. Establish that clear image in your mind's eye. And as it's coming into focus, see if you can take the most gentle inhale that you've taken in your entire life, just on your own time, and that inhale slides all of the contents of your guts from your bra line toward your pubic bone. And as you exhale, the entire contents of your guts, your torso, slide from your pubic bone to your bra line. When we breathe in, our organs slide down and forward. And as we exhale, our organs move up and back. Breathing in, our guts move down and forward. And exhaling, our guts move up and back. Take a few on your own time. If it doesn't work for you, or it's causing confusion or extra noise or anxiety, just let it go and focus on the most gentle breath you can find. And then gathering back together, go ahead and open your eyes. And we'll take that awareness of the organ slide and move it into a little bit more of a body-based practice, connecting it into the mat. Now we're going to roll over onto our hands and knees. So get yourself organized there with your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. It's okay to shuffle around a little bit and find a place that feels comfy. Tuck your toes under for a little bit of extra support and trust that the ground is going to hold you. You don't have to work so hard. And then bringing that same image of the organs gliding, see if we can play with that a little bit in a different relationship to gravity. So as you inhale, your organs move from your brow line towards your pubic bone. And as you exhale, they move from your pubic bone to your brow line. And that doesn't really alter the shape of your spine very much. So just play with 3 or 4 breaths there. That same organ slide imagery, but in this position. And notice which direction is harder for you. Is it harder to inhale and let your belly go a little bit? Or is it harder to exhale and find that bit of support and tone? So breathing in, the diaphragm moves down and the organs slide from your brow to your pubic bone. And breathing out, your organs slide from your pubic bone to your brow line and your diaphragm moves up. So again, just taking a few on your own time. If that doesn't resonate with you, just see if you can find, again, a really calm breath and notice what's feeling challenging here. Maybe even just being here in quadruped is tricky. You know, it's got some weight-bearing components. There's weight on your wrist, your toes are getting some flexibility challenge. Your abdominal wall is gently supported. And just see what it takes to breathe calmly here and sense the tension level in your guts. And then, because that can get a little, just rest for a second with me, because that can get a little bit locked down as we're kind of cognitively connecting things. Let's just move a little bit now. So if you've gotten into any tension as you're really kind of trying to connect things, just give yourself permission to let it all go and come back to all fours. And we're simply going to rock our head forward and rock our tailbone back, leading with the head and leading with the tail. So you can just keep that motion going as I talk to you for a second. It's never about over controlling the breath or creating unnecessary or extra stress. We're just setting up some new pathways, and sometimes in new learning that can be kind of challenging. So it will get better, and you can rest. Let's take a moment to integrate what we've done. So we've oriented to our breathing, and more specifically to our guts and an organ slide. So if you noticed that it was difficult to soften your breath and kind of let it expand and contract in general. Maybe it was one direction of it that was harder, maybe it was the other direction, but just in general, if you found it difficult to find that sense of expansion and contraction, well, first of all, it's okay. Our guts and the level of tension in our guts is so connected with our mind-body state, and whether we're in a rest and digest situation, which is obviously much easier to kind of be connected to our body cues and make intentional decisions surrounding food, versus like a fight, flight, freeze, or fawn type nervous system state, where it's much more difficult to kind of be inside our body and listen to our body cues, and if we're actually physically hungry or if it's just emotional hunger noise. So a couple takeaways for this as you go about your day or your week would be to maybe notice in which direction do you need to focus your attention surrounding food. Do you need to be a little bit more intentional, maybe in the form of some planning and preparation and some really solid self-care? Or do you need to be more flexible? Have you kind of gotten over controlled and then that's led to some backlash and emotional eating episodes, and you actually need to loosen the reins a bit and allow some flexibility in your food life so that you can actually check in with yourself and sense what you want and need. So I hope that this was helpful. If you're interested in more content on intuitive eating, somatic movement, food freedom, and emotional eating, I'll leave a playlist for you. But in the meantime, look after yourself and take care. Bye for now.